So Youth Voices is a year-round kind of program. We do it in 2 semesters.
Youth Voices, we used to kind of come together and hang out, relax, and talk about problems that we face. It's a safe place for us.
We had a lot of big plans for the year 2020.
So we had as in this big plan of going to California and how exciting that place is. Most importantly, to present the work of the youth that have been working on.
We were really excited to go to California to present our project, yes.
And then COVID hit back in March, and so we're here now and we weren't able to do that.
The kids were a little bit disappointed, and even us, we were not that happy, because this was one of those great opportunities for us to showcase what the kids have been doing for all those years, and that's what happened.
Youth Voices used to start with icebreakers, which we play a little bit, eat, and then go for our sessions, but now we don't get to do that.
COVID stopped us from going in person to see each other, and we had to switch to online, and we had to see each other through screens, and it felt kind of different.
We are meeting outside now, so we're actually outside the youth center, so that's definitely changed things up a lot. I've seen a lot of our numbers go down. Recognize that students want to feel safe, and sometimes coming out to the youth center is a risk for exposure, and so that's been a reality for us as well.
So what we did is we ended up kind of conducting our session through Zoom, and of course we were limited in terms of what we can do, given the fact that our youth had different access to those technology tools by then, different access to internet and Wi-Fi. So as much as we tried to kind of keep going with the program, but we couldn't do the way we wanted it to be done. But still, we met with the kids virtually, we interacted, we played a few games that we could play, and of course also continue with our conversation.
The whole plan just get ramped up, no more playing, no more food. The COVID changes many things. I myself had to go to virtual school, which I don't like really.
So my families didn't understand that I was at school, and they would kind of get confused because school is online instead of in person. And so basically my room is my class. But also it was hard to get motivated, and I had some classes where it doesn't really work out online. Like for instance, art, woodworking, ceramics.
I'm not comfortable with it. Being on videotape and things like that, I don't like. Sometimes I don't go in a lot because when I'm at home, I like to watch movies, and it's kind of hard for me to balance.
Also, it's my senior year, and now since classes are mostly online and they're mostly assignments, I have some time to think for myself and which career path I want to choose. But some of my classes is more like busy work and a lot of writing.
Right now, things are pretty bad because the teachers don't give you the full explanation of the work that you have to do. So you just have to take a leap of faith, I guess, to go and do the work, which mostly people fail, like myself.
Most of the participants are people from the community, west side community. Part of the youth who came from a certain community, all of them were hit at the same time, like all the families were experiencing the COVID impact, the symptoms. Either people tested positive or their loved ones tested positive. So even that attention was impacted with the youth, and we could see that when we were having our sessions. And so on top of the health consequences of COVID, some of the families members ended up actually experiencing some sort of emotional stress on top of already what was going on, and that also, in one way or another, it impacted our program.
Well, we had to stay at home, being quarantined, so many things didn't go as planned. And in Ramadan, there's some rituals that we didn't get to do, which pretty affected our life.
So the plans for this coming year is, so we have a lot of big ideas, but I think the biggest one is to help our students who are still in high school, to help them finish with their studies and make sure they have like a really good educational experience, but also to just provide some community, even though we're all separated. Coming over here, it's nice just to see familiar faces and to kind of be back in somewhat of a groove.
Sadly, coronavirus canceled our event in California because of too many cases and everyone was quarantined. But Youth Voices were taking a different view now of how to present and do our work, our projects.
I think, me personally, will continue to do the project by going online, searching for anything that can help us with any project that we have.
I think it's a new reality that we are in, and it's not going to stop us from doing with the youth what we love and what they love. So we're still doing our program, though we took a different route. So what we're doing now currently is we are working on a few projects that hopefully we'll be able to present virtually. I know the feeling and the touch is not going to be the same as if we were doing it in person, and even the travel aspect of it, the sightseeing is not going to be there, but at least the kids will appreciate and or will feel that their work is being appreciated there, and the message that they have been working on, it's out there with a different audience. We are still as in trying to use whatever we have access to make us ensure that our program goes on.